What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bad Hemi, and I know y'all probably wondering where the hell I've been, what I've been up to. A lot has taken place since my last video. A lot has, transpired. Some of which has been good, some of which has been bad. I'm just basically making this video to basically let y'all know what's up. Fill y'all in on a lot of holes. Also, it dropped some bombs that I was hoping it would have been in more in a positive, format. But I made some mistakes, man. I made some mistakes, and I'm just here to, let y'all know what's up with me and what those mistakes were. How I learned from those mistakes, and just basically fill y'all in on where I'm at in my life, what's going on with the car and my plan going forward. So we're gonna get into it. Alright, so first and foremost, y'all forgive me. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but like I said, a lot has happened between me taking delivery of the new car and me starting to make content and then me not making content. Some of which, is on my end for as things that went on in my life personally, for as my in the inner circle, my family. I don't want to really divulge what those were, but first and foremost, okay, the car. Y'all saw I was on the road making videos and it looked like I was back for good. Now, y'all saw me getting the motor before I even had the car. It was a fully forged 6.5 liter Hemi that was basically built for a nitrous car. But being that it was already fully forged, it wasn't going to take much more to turn that nitrous motor into a blower motor. So I wound up buying that car motor for a car I haven't even found yet, but I thought it was a good deal not to pass up on. That cost me $7,000. That was $7,000 for that. Still haven't done that with it. It's not in the car yet, but it's more to the story. So after buying that motor and then finally finding a car to put it in, I had bought it with the CarMax, found a car I liked, wound up taking that car back because of some defects that I didn't appreciate on CarMax's behalf. I made a video about it. I'll link it up on the right side for y'all to check that video out. So I wound up taking that car back, finding another car all the way in South Carolina. I wound up flying out to South Carolina to buy the car, but once I got there, I was told basically I had to wait because my old loan for my old finance company was still showing on my credit, and I had to wait for that to basically get refunded, all of that, for the car I wound up taking back. So basically I flew to South Carolina on a dummy mission. I didn't come home with a car. Thankfully CarMax, footed the bill to get me back home, because I bought a one-way ticket thinking I was going to get the car and drive it back home, and that'd be the end of it. But long story short, I had to come back home empty-handed, wait a certain amount of days for basically my credit to not show the car on there, and eventually wound up getting the car that I did go try to get in South Carolina, if that makes sense. I know I'm talking all over the place, but I wound up getting the car. I'll link that video up above, me taking delivery second time of the new Chrysler. And after that, I just started making content as much as I could, a lot of it which was cosmetic wise, because I knew in the back of my mind that I was going to eventually put that new Ford 6.5 in there and save up to get boost, save up to get a blower to put on it. Now, in the midst of me making content, in the midst of me saving, I got hit with an offer from a really dope good friend of mine, fellow ALLPAR Garage customer. Shout out to ALLPAR Garage, by the way, Jimmy, Carlos. I got hit with an offer I couldn't really pass up. Basically, this is news to everybody. I ain't never said nothing about this to nobody. The inner circle knows, but I got hit with an offer to buy a supercharger, a Whipple supercharger, from my good friend 13 Up in Smoke. Some of y'all may not know him in the mopar / 300 community, but yeah, he hit me with a major offer to buy his old supercharger off of his car, which was a 2.9 liter Whipple. And knowing me, I had to get it. You know, I said, look, this would be great to put on the motor I just got. You know, it's coming from, you know, a person who I know who didn't really beat on their car. Plus, it was a win-win because ALLPAR pretty much worked on the car already, so it would basically be a transplant from his car to my car. So that cost me another $5,000. So yeah, I bought a Whipple. I currently have a Whipple. I currently have a motor for the car, but I know y'all like, well, where's the content? Why is it not in the car? Well, after I wound up buying a motor, I had a lot happen personally in my life to where the car had to get put on the back burner. You know, this is a hobby for all of us. This is, you know, a very expensive one at that. So you got to take care of home before you take care of, let's just say, our hobbies. You know, so during this time, I just, you know, we're trying to take care of home and, you know, putting, you know, money towards that as need be. Now, your boy is getting married, you know. That's one of the major things that's happened between here and there. I'm getting married here in July. So we'll have Mrs. Hemi, if that's what y'all want to call it. But yeah, your boy's getting married. So that was another expense to tie into things. My job situation changed for the better, thankfully. You know, I got a promotion at my job, so that's gonna help, you know, cover some of the costs of the bill. But a mistake that I did make, I will say this, I made a huge mistake by not putting that $7,000 I paid for that built motor. I thought I was gonna be able to basically put it in a timely manner. I'll say that. When me personally, I feel like I should have built my motor from the ground up, from the block up. Should have bought me a short block, maybe even a long block. Put that towards that, and I think the motor would have been in the car by now. Honestly, I think that was a huge mistake on my part. I'm not ashamed to say that. But at the time, I felt that I was gonna be able to do all of this stuff. But, you know, you live and you learn, man. You live and you learn. I just felt like I would have been able to build it to more of spec of what I wanted versus taking someone else's build and making it my own, if that makes sense. So I feel like I made a huge mistake in that aspect, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why the car isn't, the engine isn't in the car yet. I should just started with a short block, man. But we can't cry over spilled milk, man. The grind continues, the journey continues. You know, life's wild, bro. But we have two major things knocked out, two of which I never thought. You know, with the first car, y'all know it was a basically an NA build, and right before I got in the accident, I had bought a nitrous kit, and I was getting ready to nitrous that car, a 5.7, just to see, you know, how much we can get out of it on stock internals and bolt-ons. But unfortunately, y'all know what happened with that. With this go around, I knew if I ever got back into one, I was going to go boost. So with that said, I have a built motor and I do have a supercharger. The timetable on me getting all this work done, man, like I said, I'm paying towards that. You watching these videos, sharing these videos, supporting your boy is gonna help. All that money gonna go towards that. Like I said, I just want to get on here and fill y'all in on what I've been doing, why I haven't been making videos, and you know, for the supercharger. You know, nobody knew I bought a supercharger, but there y'all go. You know, now when, like I said, when I'm gonna get it done, I have no idea. I want to get this wedding out the way, and I guess the sky's the limit after that. So there y'all go, man. That's the news. That's what your boy been up to, man. You know, life is funny, bro. You know, but it is what it is. So I wanna try to maybe get back to making, you know, beers and gears again. That might be a weekly iteration back to the channel. Here in my man cave, you know, back there watching content. I think that's who is that? My boy. That's Mod back there. That boy old Mod the Fame back there. Yeah. But I might get back to making content. Not content, live streaming my beers and gears. Y'all comment down below and let me know if y'all want to get that back popping. But the grind continues, man. The journey continues. I want to say I'm sorry. I dropped the ball. You know. I should have did from the ground up, from the block up, but we ain't gonna cry over spilled milk, man. We're gonna make the best out of the situation, and you know, we're gonna go from there, man. So like, comment, subscribe, comment down below, share the video, support your boy. Let's get back to making content. I'm gonna try to my damnedest to get back to making this content. And we gone, man. Y'all be good.